G'day everybody, it's Craig Cobb here from Trade with Precision with another free newsletter, the last one for July in fact. It's the 30th of July in the afternoon here in Sydney and I hope you're having a great day or morning. Look guys, first of all I want to tell you right now that I'm looking at some futures contracts today. Why? Well, I do FX every single week. We're constantly saying to our clients that they should be looking to diversify into other markets. Why? Because when there's good trending opportunities, you don't want to be missing them. So why pigeonhole yourself as being just a stock trader, just an FX trader, or just a futures trader? Each week we look at FX. This week we're going to look at some futures contracts that are coming into interesting zones that are allowing us to have some good trades. If you don't trade futures, no, don't worry at all. Keep an eye on this little page that we're looking at right now. I'll take you through a couple of things and I'll also show you how you can learn a lot more about trading futures, because once you know what you're doing with them, they really aren't scary at all and they're a very, very good market, especially when they're trending. The first one to look at is crude oil, and on the monthly, well, it's not showing us too much. We see a higher high and a higher low, so we are technically uptrending, just not the best of trends. It's been somewhat sideways, well, not sideways, but it's been moving for a rather large range for the last couple of years. But when we come to the weekly, we start to get a clearer picture. We have a clear series of higher highs and higher lows. We've broken out of all resistance and we're having a nice pullback, looking like we could pull back to this buy zone if we get a chance. But if not, it certainly isn't as overextended as what we were looking at just a couple of weeks ago, and the next level really is up around this $110 mark as resistance. And working down further, we always talk about this buy zone, and you can see here on the daily we're smack bang in the middle of that buy zone. Beautiful convergence trending on the daily, the weekly and the monthly. You probably guessed it that I'm looking for a small bullish candle in this buy zone, and if I was to get that, then I certainly would be looking for trades to get long. Okay, so crude oil is the first one to look at there. Now Nick's already looked at the dollar index and a couple of these futures, so I'm going to go into some of these metals now after looking at crude oil. And the first one I want to look at is gold. Gold on the monthly is in a downtrend. It's had a very decent sell-off throughout 2013. One of the biggest sell-offs that we've seen, well, ever, quite possibly in terms of dollar value on gold, and also possibly percentage value. So it's had a very, very large decline. Coming up to the weekly right now, what are we seeing? We're seeing a small bearish candle in the sell zone. Now, warranted that the week is only starting. It is only only Tuesday that I speak to you now. Have a look what's happened here. Pull back in. Well, let's look. One, pull back in, move, back in, big move, back in, move, back in, move. We're back in. Obviously, we're keeping a very close eye out to see if this thing can move lower. There's no reason why we can't at least get back down to 1200. Despite what you may think or want to think about gold, it is in a downtrend, therefore we have to be aware of that, and the weekly is back in that sweet spot. Coming down to the daily now, we're just looking for opportunities to see if we can get a short trade. A couple of things to note. Daily is in a very short-term uptrend. It's not very convincing to me, and it's basically had that bigger pullback into the weekly sell zone, which we saw back here as well before that big move. If we just jump back, that was over here, okay, around the 1600. Let's have a look. Yep, around the 1600, back into the 50-period moving average, then the big fall, coinciding with the weekly bar being small in the sell zone. Same thing is occurring right now. We're back up into that 50. We have that small red candle in the sell zone, and I would be anticipating that if we can see it roll over, we will see opportunities short. Now on the daily, we haven't got a downtrend. As I say, we have an uptrend. We have a slightly lower high, and here's our low here. If we can break down through that level, then I'll be looking for opportunities to be getting short and joining that trend. And why can I say that? Well, if we come down to this 4-hour and 8-hour time frame, you can see here the significance of this. We've got lower highs coming in. Oh, excuse me. So if I draw in a level here, you can see basically the levels that we're looking at for opportunities to be trading is really if we can break above this level. If we can get above there, we'll look long. If we can break down through here, we'll be looking short. We've got 1300 there. It's not been a significant level. We didn't see too much resistance coming up to it or support going down through it, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's more these levels through here. If I can get above, I'll be looking for longs. If I can go below, I'll be looking for shorts. Shorts are the preferred direction based on where that weekly chart is right now. So that's gold. The next one's silver, and silver also in that zone. And look, the big level here is 20. We've got a downtrend here back into 20. Let's have a look at how significant 20 is on the weekly. Here it is. Some of you might have remembered Nick calling this quite some time ago, the break of 20, and we saw a huge move through there. Well, now we're back at 20. Very, very strong resistance there. We can't close above it. We've closed below, closed below, closed below, and now we're starting to look more and more bearish as we go. We're still holding below $20. Again, we have a slight uptrend here, but on the weekly, still a downtrend. Same thing again that I'm looking for here on silver as I was for gold. Basically waiting for this trend to confirm itself. Actually, it's more of a confirmed trend on both 480 and 240 here because we've got these lower highs and lower lows. Really a breakdown below this level though, 1961 would be a level that I would certainly see that trend would be a lot more, will have a lot more strength, and I'll be looking for shorts again on there for silver. The last one to look at here that's worth noting is coffee. And coffee here, we've got a wonderful downtrend on the monthly, wonderful downtrend on the weekly. Let's just have a look at how good this has been going in that sell zone. Back in fall, in fall, in fall, in fall, in fall, again, 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 and again. We're back in, tested that level, small bearish candle, broken to the downside, looks quite weak. Now the daily doesn't look quite as good, it's a little bit more erratic, but still, if I just draw in a level here, it's this level that I want to see broken. If I can break down through there, then I would certainly be looking for trades to get short. So there you go, guys. There's so many different futures markets out there. You've got futures on all sorts of grains, on metals, on indexes, even on currencies and some stocks. So it really is a fantastic place to be looking for opportunity. If you don't understand futures trading, if you don't know where to find them, if you don't know how to trade them, if you don't understand what futures are at all, then here's your chance to learn. We've got a free webinar this week. It's very simply called How to Trade Futures with Precision. It's a different take on it, really. We're going to be looking to demystify the futures market for you, discover the benefits of trading it. We'll take you through a live scan. I'll be conducting a live scan of the futures market at that given time to see what we're looking for when we're trading futures. So it's going to be done slightly different to webinars in the past, much more interactive, a lot more content there in terms of the live market. And if we find some live trades, fantastic. I'll be telling you what I'll be looking to do as we go through it. So all you have to do, guys, is register for the webinar below by clicking on the link, and we'll see you on there. Hope you have a great trading week, guys. Bye for now.